ich bin's wieder, okay, so neue Haram. Hier mit meinem Let's Play von Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Path. Es ist schon wieder Ewigkeiten her, seit ich das letzte Mal wirklich aufgenommen habe. Das eine Wochenende musste ich ja dezent skippen. Weil wegen important stuff. Ne? Weil wegen sehr, sehr wichtigen Besuch gehabt. Ne, Keks? Hab dich lieb. Nun gut, weiter im Text. Wenn ich mich richtig erinnere. Ja, genau. Das war ja eben noch eine Verhandlung, die stattgefunden hat, die aber unterbrochen wurde, weil ein Beweismaterial verschwunden ist. Die Tatwaffe sogar, ja genau. Und, Courtney möchte was von uns. Scheinbar. Na dann. Judge Courtney. If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. All is not well! Just what was going on in that trial earlier. Kate, there's no need for that. But, even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict. So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney we're seeing? By the way, ich wurde in einen Kommentaren ein bisschen wegen einem Satz kritisiert, von wegen, dass man einen anderen Richter einstellen soll. Das war eigentlich darauf bezogen, wenn ich mich richtig erinnere, von wegen, für gewöhnlich sollte man ja Richter einstellen, die völlig unabhängig vom Fall sind. Also die nichts mit all der Scheiße, die passiert ist, zu tun hat. Ne? Aber gut, es stimmt schon. Der hätte genau das Gleiche gesagt. Aber... seriously? Man muss nicht gegen jeden kleinen Satz, den ich sage, gleich einen Shitstorm raushauen. Just saying. Ich versuche nur zu unterhalten, also come on, please. Das klingt jetzt wieder so mega böse und ich erwarte... Ich sehe schon kommen, dass ich schon wieder hier zugeballert werde, aber... come on, guys. Auch ich darf mich mal beschweren. Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such. Even as a judge, she's still this stubborn? Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower. The roof, you say? You met with the president there, correct? The two of you were caught on the security camera. Is there some sort of problem with that? Today, the president's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower. That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof? Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone. Indeed, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about? That... I cannot say. I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use that. She is definitely hiding something, and I'm going to draw it out of her. Well then... Wer die Möglichkeit hat, Finger zu knacken, der soll das jetzt tun, denn jetzt geht's wieder ans Eingemachte. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with President Huang. Ach du Scheiße! It is true that I spoke with President Huang on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There's no need to tell you what was said. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it would be better for me to wait and see what develops. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the president. Okay, legen wir los. Logic chess. Could you tell me what you and the president talked about? My meeting with the president was strictly business. And since it has nothing to do with you, I'm not obligated to answer a question. Na okay, wir lassen uns nicht provozieren. I appreciate your understanding. Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well. You even assist with the investigations. I am simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Was your meeting with the president also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Yes, of course it was. I am only... Entschuldigung? I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. Yeah, about that. This morning you returned Kay's promised notebook to me. I don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. It's true. It seems I still retain some immature qualities. I wouldn't call it immature. It was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the president had passed away? Yes, it is very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the mighty Mozilla. Ah, excuse me. You see, Mozilla is that true? You mean the president died at the temporary Mozilla film lot? Yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Mozilla. Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. Ich glaube ja, dass sie heimlich ein Mozilla-Fan ist. She said she wouldn't talk about the president. However, I might be able to get her to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. Okay. She is flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Okay. Wo ist die Pest? Franziska may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. I intend to carry out a fair trial. If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared not guilty. Ja gut. I am a judge. I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way. So you're saying you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course, I am. I am worried about Sebastian as well, but... Aha! Gibt's vielleicht noch jemanden? You're worried about Sebastian as well? Wouldn't that mean that there's someone else you're worried about? By any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior? That's impossible. Wieso kommt mir jetzt bitte schön im Kopf, dass sie vielleicht eventuell in irgendeiner Verbindung mit diesem kleinen Kitty da steht, also John? I am a follower of that law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings. Oh, come on, jetzt lass das endlich! It may be true that those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we are not superheroes. You and I are only human. It is impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. Und genau das meine ich. Wenn man nämlich als Richter persönlich in die Sache involviert ist, dann sollte man nicht den Fall übernehmen, weil dann nämlich Gefühle mit ins Spiel kommen und das kann die Sache stark behindern. Ne? It is as you say. As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? Just what am I supposed to do? Okay, ich habe sie noch nie so gesehen. Wow. Die ist ja richtig. Emotional issues. I smell emotional issues. For Judge Courtney to become this distraught, I should find out exactly who she's searching for. Na gut. Up until now, she has been wearing the mask of a judge. This time, I should be able to draw out her true feelings. Na gut. Okay. Is the person you're searching for Sebastian by any chance? When Sebastian learned of his father's true colors, he went into hiding of his own free will. I'm worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own. Naja, ist Ansichtssache, aber gut. Since he went into hiding of his own accord, he could return whenever he wanted to. Could it be the person you're searching for is unable to return under their own power? In regards of that, my lips are sealed. I'm unable to talk about it right now. When I think about what might happen to that child if I talked. Ein Kind? That child? Could you tell me who you are referring to? It's nothing. Please pay it no mind. Judge Courtney's expression has changed. It seems I've managed to uncover a clue. Na gut. Are you searching for the mighty Mozilla? I don't have the time to play along with your jokes right now. It's not a joke, but a moment ago, you were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Mozilla, correct? I was simply surprised by the president's cause of death. To think that he passed away at the temporary film lot of all places. Okay. From the way you're talking, it seems you have a problem with where he died. That's not true. It's just for the president to have passed away at a film lot, a place where dreams are made. I just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew remained unaware of the truth. Ja gut, das ging in die Hose. I'm very sorry to say this. However, the movie's cast and crew are all already aware of the president's death. I encountered a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene. No. How could this have come to this? She seems to react strongly when it comes to the stuff of the Mozilla film. This could be a useful clue. Na gut, dann bleibt nur noch die Frage, wen sie sucht. Judge Courtney, tell me who you are searching for. My lips are sealed. That is not something I can tell about right now. Let me try using that clue. Na gut. Could it be you're searching for that child who has gone missing? Ah! Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of a young age, correct? I simply cannot answer any questions about him. Okay, danke! Jetzt haben wir schon mal geklärt, dass es ein Junge ist. Ey, Alter, ich hab so Angst, wenn es tatsächlich rauskommt, dass sie John sucht, weil von wegen Verwandtschaft. Alter! Come on! Game! Hab nur einen Witz gemacht! That boy has nothing to do with you or the president's assassination. Let me try using that clue. Na gut. Earlier, when Mozilla was brought up, it seemed to be a sensitive topic for you. Is that child you spoke of involved with the Mozilla movie? Ah! How? How do you know that? You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please tell me, who is that child? I understand. If you've come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. The child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh. Now come on, jetzt der Reason! John, what do you want to know with his whereabouts? Well, that much I simply cannot say. Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I'm determined to expose the truth. That is my resolve. Schnauze Handy. Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason. Okay, das klingt so blöd. Es muss aber klappen. Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh? Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who has been called a prodigy. Naja. I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower, so the temporary film load had been on my mind. I see. I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film load? Yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet... Ich nenne sie mal lieber nicht einen Stalker, weil ich glaube, ich habe echt Angst, dass tatsächlich rauskommt, dass die verwandt sind oder sowas. It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give his scandal to a mere fan. That's true, isn't it? Please, don't pay any mind to that statement. She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So, she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. Na gut. Are you acquainted with John by any chance? He is a famous movie star. I doubt there's anyone who doesn't know who he is. I actually hadn't heard of him until I met with him today. That just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him. Na gut, das ist aber jetzt nicht so unbedingt interessant für mich persönlich. My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure. You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, don't you? In any case, while I may know everything about John, it is a one-sided relationship. Let me try using that clue. Okay. I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove that you are indeed acquainted with him? How could I have committed such an indiscretion? It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue. Na gut, dann letzter Punkt. Wo ist er? Actually, we are searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be? Why would you think that I would know where he is? John and I, there's no connection between us. Let me try using that clue. Glatte Lüge! I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances. Ah! Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him? Help? No, that won't be allowed. Who won't allow it? The so-called goddess of law? The person who knows where that child is. Aha! Jetzt hab ich's! I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John. It was because someone kidnapped him! Isn't that right? Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. This time, I will truly be prepared for the worst. It is just as you deduced. Someone has kidnapped John. As I thought, there was a kidnapping. Still, how is John's kidnapping related to you in any way? John and I are mother and child. Fuck, ich wusste es! Alter! Alter! What? I was unable to learn much about the conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate. Jawohl, ein übergroßes Schachmatt! Alter! Also, das ist die Mutter von John. Naja, würde ja Sinn machen, dass, wenn sie so, sich so fette Sorgen macht. Oh, das war gut! Das war gut! Ich habe zwar jetzt einen ganzen Part damit verbraucht, aber worth it! Das war gut! Na gut. Wie man schon angedeutet hat, ich werde dann jetzt den Part wählen. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen, das meine Sätze, wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil. Ach ja, und by the way, nehmt nicht alles so ernst, was ich sage.